Good afternoon. I am Stephanie Curl from Business Social Study 1C Day. So today I'm going to discuss my reporting. So my reporting is all about 1. Web-based research. Students are to write about the population's economy and resources, political geography, and cultural life found in Europe, Africa, North and South America, Australia, and Asia. Choose only one country on each continent except for the Philippines. In North America should be a state. 2. Make a Venn diagram of the different countries in Europe, Africa, North and South America, Australia, and Asia in terms of their population, economy, and resources, political geography, and the last one is their cultural life. So, I will start discussed in Europe continent. In Europe, I choose the Germany. In Germany, we will discuss their population, economy and resources, their political geography, and also their cultural life found in Germany. Population in Germany. The current population of Germany is 84,065,322 as of Wednesday, July 21, 2021, based on Worldometer elaboration of the latest United Nations data. Also, Germany in the year of 2020, their population is estimated at 83,783,942 people at mid-year according to UN data. So you could see that in the year of 2021, nisaka gyud og 1 million kapin ang population sa Germany kaysa 2020 83 million kapin. Also, Germany population is equivalent to 1.7% of the total world population. Germany ranks number 19 in the list of countries and dependencies by population. The population density in Germany is 240 per kilometer square, 623 people per miles. The total land area is 348,560 kilometers square, 134,580 square miles. 76.3% of the population is urban. The median age in Germany is 45.7 years according to Worldometers.info. So next, the economy in Germany. Economic trivia. So the fifth largest economy in the world in PPP terms and Europe largest is a leading exporter of machinery, vehicles, chemicals, and household equipment and benefits from highly skilled labor force. So, usa sa pinakadako ang economy on Germany, which kanang sa ilang machinery and vehicles like ato ilang mga cars nga mga Volkswagen and many more. Also trade. Top 3 trade partners in the year of 2019, which is China, United States, and France. Top 3 exported goods in the year of 2019, industrial machinery, motor vehicles, and ports, and electrical machinery. Top industries: iron, steel, in coal, cement, chemicals, machinery, vehicles, machine tools, which is electronics, food and beverages, shipbuilding, textiles. The economy of Germany is highly developed social market economy. It has the largest national economy in Europe. So, the third largest by nominal GDP in the world and the fifth by GDP PP. In year of 2017, the country accounted for 28% of the euro area economy. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Germany is a founding member of the European Union and the Eurozone. Germany resources. The key natural resources of Germany include timber, natural gas, coal, lignite, uranium, iron ore, arable land, construction materials, potash, nickel, salt, and copper. Globally, the country Germany, a leading producer of lignite, the second largest producer of refined selenium, the third largest producer of kaolin, the third largest producer of sulfur, the fifth largest producer of potash, the sixth largest producer of refined copper, and the last one is the seventh largest producer of crude steel. So that is the resources, the main resources in Germany. So next, I will discuss the political geography in Germany. Germany is bounded at its extreme north on the Jutland Peninsula by Denmark. East and west of the peninsula, the Baltic Sea, which the Oth Sea, and North Sea coast respectively complete the northern border. To the west, Germany borders the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. To the southwest, it borders France. Political map of Germany, Western Europe. The map shows that Germany and surrounding countries with international borders, the national capital Berlin, capitals of states, major cities, main roads, railroads, and major airports. After the Potsdam Conference, Germany was divided into four occupied zones, which is the Great Britain in the northwest, France in the southwest, the United States in the south, and the Soviet Union in the east. Berlin is the capital city situated in the Soviet territory, was also divided into four occupied zones. Germany also lost territory in the east of Oder and Meuse rivers, which fell under the Polish control. About 15 million ethnic Germans living in this territory were forced to leave, suffering terrible conditions during their expulsion. Many froze or starved to death on overcrowded trains, while others were subject to forced labor camps under the Polish and the Czechoslovakian governments. West Germany, or the Federal Republic of Germany, was officially established in May 1949. East Germany, or the German Democratic Republic, was established in October 1949. Under the occupying governments, the two Germany followed very different paths. West Germany was allied with the US, the UK, and France, and became Western capitalist country with a market economy. In contrast, East Germany was allied by the Soviet Union and fell under highly centralized communist rule. So what was the political conditions in Germany? So according to my research, Germany is a democratic federal parliamentary republic where federal legislative power is vested in the Bundestag, the parliament of Germany, and the Bundesrat, the representative body of Länder, Germany regional state. So that is the political condition in Germany. So we will go to the cultural life in Germany. So what are the characteristics of the German people? So it is true that many Germans tend to place a punctuality as a high priority. Hence, the global observation that German trains often run perfectly on time. German people tend to be thrifty, be sensible, and respect one another's privacy, and they typically respect the structure and the laws of society to an above average degree. There is no place that this sense of order is more apparent than in a German business culture. Traditionally, German people tie a lot of importance to notions of family and community. Regarding the latter, this partially where the well-known rule following and orderly nature of the German people comes from. If everyone in the community follows the rules and thus thinks that right away, the neighborhood, town, city, country will be a nice place for all residents to live. Hence, why many might seem like sticklers when it comes to correct recycling and late-night noise. They take it seriously for the sake of everyone. What is the culture of Germany? Germany is considered a country of thinkers, poets, and nowadays business people. German culture and people are to a large extent all about reason and logic. Germany shares a lot of culture and traditions with neighboring countries, especially the Germanic-speaking Austria and Switzerland. An important thing to know about German culture is that residents are expected to respect order and structure. It's important to be on time. Not here in the Philippines, we call it a Filipino time. Like, example, we will meet at the time of 10 a.m. and then the result, they will come at 11 or 12. So that is the mindset most of Filipinos people. So lahi ra gid sa German culture, which is importante gid nga on time jud ka nga maabot. So it's important to them to be on time, not just for work but for social events too, and to follow rules that are in place for the greater good of everybody who lives there. German culture has been shaped over thousands of years. It was originally a pagan country, and then an important seat of the Holy Roman Empire. It was also the birthplace of the Protestant Reformation. Today, Christians, Catholics, and Muslims coexist happily in Germany. So next. So what is German culture known for? Some of the key characteristics of German culture that the nation is famously known for include the aforementioned timelessness and order that is apparent in most parts of German society from an onlooker's viewpoint. Good beer, which is the Oktoberfest in Germany. So most of the German people like to drink a beer. So na sila event, so nabita sila event which is they call it the Oktoberfest. Also the delicious sausage, hiking traditional, oh no, hiking, and also traditional Ompa folk music and holiday making make up a key part of the country's identity. At closer inspections, there is a larger array of food, drink, history, and leisure activities that are also important aspects of their culture. And of more people serious note in the modern era, Germany has grown to become a large and stable economy that contributes to global development and peace. Excuse. Next. So German cultural symbols. As a as a historically Christian country, many cultural symbols have emerged from religion. This includes obvious symbols such as the crucifix, and indirect symbols such as the shape of pretzels said to represent the Holy Trinity. With a large Muslim population, the moon and the star of Islam is now also considered an important culture symbol in Germany. Other symbols of German culture are famous names from the arts, politics, and philosophy such as Goethe, Beethoven, Klee, Kant, and Marx. Two quite seriously modern culture symbols include both the German flag and the flag of the European Union. So that is the German culture. It is one of the German culture symbols. Board games. Germany is one of the world's biggest producers of board games and has been responsible for the inventions of many biggest names in the realm of so-called Euro games, which strategy-based board games. German invented board games also include the Carcassonne, the Settlers of Catan, and the Ticket to Ride, although you will also find German versions of most top games in local shops such as Trivial Pursuit, Monopoly, and Cluedo. Most German households will have a number of board games at their disposal, and playing them is considered an excellent way to spend time with friends of all ages. Another, travel. Many Germans are passionate about international travel, and taking foreign holidays is an important part of the lifestyle. In fact, Germany spends more per capita on international travel than any other country in Europe. So, usa sa na importante sa cultural sa Germany nga, ila dyan na i-take serious ang ilang pag-spend of holidays, which they will go to international travel. The biggest holiday destinations for Germans are Italy, Spain, and Austria. But thanks to the country sharing 9 land borders with other countries, it's really easy to take a European trip from Germany. Next, the sports. Sport is an integral element of German society, both in terms of participation and spectating. A third of all German residents belong to a sports club or organizations, and hundreds of thousands watch football, ice hockey, and handball games every week. Another one is their food and drinks in Germany. German food culture revolves around the preparations of hearty meals. Meat in Germany is very popular and is typically eaten with most meals, along with bread and potatoes. German cooking includes national dishes such as Rouladen, German noodles, and Schnitzel. On a day-to-day basis, a cooked breakfast, a cooked lunch, and a dinner of bread, ham, cheese, and pickle could be considered typical. So ilang pang adlaw jud nga most nila kanon, which is bread, so pan, ham, cheese, and pickles. So lahi ra gyud diri. It's very different here in the country, here in the Philippines, which dili jud ta kakaon without the rice. So let's continue. Dining out popular in cities and towns are all home to arranged fast food stops, bakeries, namely German or Turkish, and German international gourmet restaurants, as well as increasingly in the bigger cities, food markets, pop-ups, and street food. Alcohol consumption is fairly high and is enjoyed in both bars and at home. By far the most drink is beer, followed by the wine, what is this, snap-ups, and brandy. So next, so we all know that one of the main economy in German, which is the machinery vehicle, so which is cars. As the country that invented the modern motor car and the birthplace of Audi, Volkswagen, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW, it's a little wonder that Germans take great pride in the motor vehicles and also in their economy. Many Germans view driving as a relaxing pastime as much as a means of getting from A to B. And you can often get from A to B quickly thanks to the lack of the national speed limit to the Autobahn motorway and an excellent road network. So what are some of Germany's traditions? Contemporary German traditions include the Kaffee and Kuchen, the equivalent of an English afternoon tea where families and friends stop working to come together in the afternoon for coffee and cake. The annual Munich Beer Festival, known as the world over as Oktoberfest, is also a key tradition. So, naingon na nako atong una na akong gisulti nga hilig jud og beer ang mga German. So nagkuan gid sila, which is na sila mga murag festival like Oktoberfest for the beer festival. Another one, the traditional clothes. Traditional clothing in Germany includes the world famous Lederhosen, an outfit once worn by rural men. So that's it. The traditional outfit worn by rural men. Traditionally those undertaken from work or manual labor. A knee-length set of breeches complete with braces worn over a short-sleeved shirt. Lederhosen are traditionally associated with Bavarian and Trauland culture. For women, traditional German clothes include the Dirndl, a dress made from bodice, pinafore, and full skirt. The shirts underneath is usually low-cut and made with short puffy sleeves. Today, these clothes are no longer seen on the farm workers but on the staff and partygoers at beer festivals. So that is the cultural life in Germany.